Hello, dear friends. Welcome. Tell me, have you ever felt that fire of ambition quietly burning deep inside your heart? Dreams still alive, hopes still whispering. Yet your wings feel too heavy to lift? You see others soar and wonder, why not me? If that's you, know this. You are not broken and you are not alone. Stay with me today, because what you're about to hear might just be the reminder your soul has been waiting for. A reminder that your story isn't over. A reminder that even the bird who rests too long still has the power to take to the skies again. Your time is not past. Your wings are not weak. And today, we begin the beautiful journey back to flight. Once upon a time, in a quiet forest where the winds whispered ancient songs, there lived a bird, once the fastest, once the bravest. Its heart still burned with the memory of soaring across endless skies, touching distant mountains that few had ever seen. But now, it sat on a low branch, watching, dreaming, longing. Day after day, it gazed at the horizon, feeling the ache of stillness in its wings. It wasn't that the bird lacked ambition. Oh no, it dreamed bigger than ever before. It was simply tired, tired from battles fought, tired from storms weathered, tired from carrying invisible weights that no one else could see. You, dear friend, may feel like that bird. Life has gifted you ambition that never fades, but it has also wrapped you in the quiet exhaustion of years lived with courage. You are not lazy. You are human. You are carrying decades of responsibilities, triumphs, heartbreaks, dreams both fulfilled and deferred. What you call laziness is often just a heart asking for a little grace, a soul saying, before I rise again, I need to breathe. The spark inside you is not lost. It simply needs permission to ignite again. Remember, the first step to flight isn't a dramatic leap. It's a small flutter, a stirring of the wings, a decision. No matter how tiny, to move. Choose one small act of belief today. Stretch your wings. Whisper to yourself, I'm not done. And watch how strength finds you again. Even the strongest birds must sometimes rest in the safety of low branches. A delay does not erase a destiny. It prepares the soul for higher skies. But then, one morning, as golden light broke through the mist, the bird felt something stir within. What happens when the tired bird finally chooses to move? Small movements create big change. It wasn't a heroic leap that saved the bird. No great gust of wind, no grand moment of courage. It began with something almost invisible. A small, trembling hop. From the worn-out low branch to one just a little higher, just a few inches. But everything changed. You see, we often believe that transformation must be bold, loud, heroic. That if we can't soar immediately, we are failing. But real change, the kind that lasts, almost always begins quietly. With a simple decision. A 5-minute walk instead of endless sitting. A single encouraging phone call instead of another silent day. A whispered, I'll try instead of a defeated, I can't. Great journeys don't start with giant strides. They start with small, faithful steps. Repeated. Start ridiculously small. Tell yourself, 5 minutes is enough today. 5 minutes to dream again. 5 minutes to act again. 5 minutes to believe again. Build tiny habits, not to impress the world, but to honor the life inside you. Tiny steps become a path. Tiny efforts build strength. Tiny decisions create momentum until, one day, without even realizing it, you're soaring toward the life you once thought had passed you by. Consistency, not force, brings you back to flight. Like the tired bird, you don't need to conquer the skies all at once. You just need to move faithfully, patiently, one small branch at a time. But the skies are not always clear. Storms come. Winds rage. Doubt returns. How, then, does the bird, and how do we keep flying when the storms arrive? One day, as the bird finally began to trust its wings, as it tasted the thrill of climbing higher, the skies darkened. Thick, angry clouds rolled in. Winds howled without mercy. The tiny branch that once seemed safe began to sway violently. The bird, so new to hope, so fragile in its new beginning, found itself caught in the storm. In life, just like in flight, storms are inevitable. Challenges, setbacks, unexpected losses. Moments of fear are so real, you can almost hear them whisper, turn back. But hear me. Storms are not signs you should quit. They are tests, sacred tests. Asking only one question. How much does your dream mean to you? The dream you carry, whether it's for a healthier life, a new beginning, deeper peace. It deserves to be fought for. Expect setbacks. They are not detours. They are the road. When you slip, not if, but when have a comeback plan ready. One forgiving breath. One whispered prayer. One promise to yourself. I begin again. Refuse to shame yourself. The bird that falls is not weaker than the one that flies. It is simply learning. Every time you rise after falling, you are becoming stronger than you ever were before. Storms are not meant to break you. They are meant to shape you. They carve the strength into your spirit. They strip away what was never meant to carry you. They teach you not how to escape life, but how to fly through it. And then, after the darkest clouds pass, when the rain finally softens and the winds grow quiet, something breathtaking happens. The bird, battered but braver, lifts its eyes and sees, at last, the vast, shining horizon it once only dreamed of. And then, after what seemed like an eternity of challenges, the bird, now stronger, wiser, and yes, older, finally spread its wings wide and soared. The skies were clearer than ever. The wind is no longer a threat, but a partner. And the view? It was more breathtaking than it ever imagined when it was young. The bird had reached the horizon it had once only dreamed of. But it had become something more, something greater along the way. And here's the truth. Age is not a barrier. Age is an advantage. You have something that time cannot take away. Wisdom, depth, the courage you've gained from years of learning, of growing, of weathering life storms. You're no longer just a dreamer. You're a doer, with a heart full of stories to share. The best journeys often start later in life when you know what truly matters. The dreams that are meant for you become clearer, bolder, more real. And that, my friend, is the real beauty of your journey. So today, set a meaningful goal. Not a perfect one. The goal that calls to your heart. That vision that fills you with hope, no matter how small it seems. Start there. Don't wait for the perfect time. Start today, just as you are. Surround yourself with people who lift you up. Find stories that remind you that it's never too late. And let those reminders be the wings that carry you higher. Because the truth is, it's never too late. It's never too late to become who you were always meant to be. The bird's flight, it wasn't the end of the story. It was just the beginning. And you, too, are on the edge of something beautiful, something transformative. The best is yet to come. And just like that, the bird's flight became a beacon, a shining light for others still waiting on the branches. And now, it's your turn, dear friend. If you have ambition inside you, no matter how long it's been sitting there, no matter how dusty or hidden beneath life's weight, it's proof that your wings are still strong enough to fly. No, it's not too late. It's never too late. Don't judge yourself by how quickly others are moving. Your journey is uniquely yours. And it's worth every brave step you take, even if they feel small at first. Because each step is a victory. Each step is progress toward the life you've always dreamed of. If this message touched you, I invite you to like this video, not just to support the channel, but to say to the universe, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to take that first step. Subscribe for more life-changing advice and encouragement. Because you deserve to be reminded every week that it's never too late to rise. And now, I have one final request for you. Comment below, share one dream that still burns in your heart. No matter how small, wild, or even impossible it may seem, let's make this space a wellspring of inspiration, where we can cheer each other on and ignite the courage to take action together. And lastly, share this video with someone you know who needs to hear this message. Someone who is still sitting on their branch, wondering if they're ever going to soar. Because, friend, it's never too late to rise. And today might be the day that your story, or someone else's, begins to change.